It is DJ Neto. DJ Neto, the 88N. 17W entering turn number 3, Shane Golovic, Fremont, California, third place last night in the NOS Energy Drink Network Racing Southern Pacific Farms. MV Drywall, 17W entry. Behind Golovic, exiting corner number 4 right now. That is our 21 of Landon Brooks. Brooks out of Rio Oso, California, specified pipe. Skagit Design, Lippert Construction, Dan Ewart Sales, and ABS on the sponsor list. Brooks, a feature winner at Skagit Speedway last year in weekly competition. Follow him up with the 2XL. 2XN is Max Midtree. Midtree, and Midtree Construction, Shasta Realty Group, Steve Manning Construction, J1S7 Suspension, High Performance Lubricants, car teammate to Justin Sanders here on the weekend. That is your cars on the track for hot lap session number 1. Group number 1 in the low 12-second bracket for Shane Golovic. Upper hand for California-based number 88N. While they pace around and pack for a second more before coming back up to speed. And now you see the green flag waving, so the drivers will come back up to speed, and we'll see how the lap times drop as they get the green flag for the second time in their second attempt hot lap. Group number 1, Casino Resort. Ford Performance, Hager Realty, Race Redeem Foundation, Stancraft Jet Center, number 26R. From Monrovia, Indiana, Justin Peck. Justin Peck, that beautiful Angel of the Winds Casino Resort logo, and backing between it, you gotta see the up close on that one. The guy who won last night, biggest surprise we have had in a while, Langley, BC, in the Chilliwack Ford Valver Racing Engines, Orca Auto Sales, Capstone Plastering, Race Car Creative 77, Levi Klatt. Last night's feature winner, car number 77. Following him into the corner, the other 26 car. Out of Burlington in the Wing Down Driving Experience, Speedmark Race Redeem Foundation, Powder Candy Lake Shark Racing Engines, 26. It's Eric Fisher. Fisher, 26. Smoke pouring out the Sanders car. Smoke continuing to billow from Justin Sanders. Lap time's good though. He is quickest so far at 12:1:43. Also out on racetrack, the former Dirt Cup champion from 2021. He is the 2021 and 2022 NARC champion in the Red Rose Transportation, Selzy Enterprises, Whipple Superchargers, Redline Oil, Sparco 41. It's Dominic Selzy. Dominic Selzy in the 41 car. Green flag out. Sanders dropped by a tenth of a second. Now they're down about 3/10 of a second. Lynch at 11.8. Sanders at 11.9. Selzy down to 12.1. Sanders now down to 11.7. And he is still quick amongst the group. Sanders, Lynch, Peck, Fisher, Selzy 1 through 5, and all of them 12.1 or lower, with Sanders down at 11.7, the fastest so far. 4-car driver making his way up from Santa Rosa, California. The Dirt Dudes Excavating Durst Inc. Triple X Race Components Factory. Kane Shocks number 4 of Joel Myers Jr. Joel Myers Jr. driving for the Kane family. Car 360 competitors right in behind us. Highest finishing 360 driver last night. Car Nation, Washington. The 292 Anderson Company still trucking. Hooker, Bighorn Excavating car. The driver is Levi Koontz. Koontz at 29K, already out the nose wing on him. So Koontz with problems already. Following him up, second night in the 45 of Corey Eliason from Visalia, the car local to Lake Stevens. Redline Quality Construction, Morris Racing Engines, KBC Chassis, Ski Racing Products, Wheatley Family 45 car, Eliason piloting it for his second night. Mark's now the fastest car on the racetrack at 11.5. Sanders, Lynch, Eliason, and Myers making up the top 5 now. Sponsored by Otis Concrete, Tack Testing, and CX Services, Skagit Ready Mix, and All Terrain Construction. Car number 55, your points leader after night number 1 is Trey Starks. Starks, sponsored by TNC Concepts, Starks Racing and Driveline Car Service and Fabrication Truck Repair from QL, Washington. Starks go out 26th in time trials tonight. Out there in and around the same range. It is the Shark, Sean Becker, car number 7, Orville, California. Construction Company, EMG Construction, Rental Equipment, Roxy Properties, Fire Protection Management, Channel Lumber, sponsor the 7. We also have on the racetrack, puffing up some smoke, the 95, Justin Youngquist. Youngquist from Burlington, Washington. Ground Zero Gymnastics, Cascade Pizza, Jody Knights, and Bill Crawford, Garage Doors, Piazza Construction, DK Systems, and welcome on board Skagit Plumbing to the sponsor roster, the 95 of Youngquist. Marks is still fastest car. Stark's now 2, and Youngquist now 3. Both of them down in the 11.5s as well. Becker at 11.6 and Sanders at 11.7, your current top 5. 27 cars have taken time. 21T. Up ahead of him, 29 years of racing for the former USAC Silver Crown champion from Campbell, California, the Alviso Rock, DF Rios Racing, Electric Construction Company, Williams Roofing, High Five Pizza number 29 of Bud Katie. Bud Katie, car number 29. Mariah's from Fresno, California, Pacific Point, and Columbia and J5 Ranch. And repairs to get done last night did Mariah. Back with us for night number 2 of the Third Cup. And following her around, it is the 18 Jason Solwall. Good night last night, top 10 points for the Shailene Motorsports driver. He's from Burlington, and they are sponsored by the Hotel Car Wash, Car Mart USA. Thanks to Cusinary, Lulu's Espresso, and Casey's Kitchen, feeding the boys down in the mid area for the 18 of Jason Solwall. Marks, Starks, Youngquist, McFadden, and Becker right now 1 through 5. Colton Heath was out on the racetrack in that session in the 1C. Colton is 6th overall right now in practice. Sponsored by Lubricants Pacific Performance Coatings 21, Jesse Schlattfeld. Schlotfeld's car number 21. Behind him in the 35 from Harrisburg, Oregon, this is Tyler Thompson. Car sponsored by Kyle Main Motorsports, Ham Construction, and Amin Trucking. Thompson in the 35. Behind him, Everett, Washington. Anderson Racing Enterprises, DeYoung, Don Smith, Titanium, KPC Chassis, Cascade Collision Center, 24. Tyler Anderson. Anderson, our 24 car. Following him up, the hot shot from Southern California. In fact, Easton, CA, the hometown for Kate Steele, 121. His sponsors are Tarleton & Sons, Art Construction, Sencal Services, and Bandy & Associates. Baguski now the fastest car on the raceway at 11.298. Schlattfeld gets an 11.371 in the final lap. Brent Marks, Trey Starks, Justin Youngquist rounding out the top 5. 39 down. 5. That is the former Dirt Cup champion Robin Price, our 2019 champ. Sponsored by Saratoga Motorsports, Mark Shark Racing Engines, Mela Hat Auto Wrecking, Grinders Automotive Marine, and Cal Creek Mining and Exploration. Mike exiting corner number 4 right now. Down the front straightaway is Gage Garcia. There you go, there's Gage. Gage driving the Keller Motorsports 2K from the Moore. On our Ford, Dawson Hall, the Construction Legacy of California, Keith Day Trucking and Crown Limousine. Sponsoring on the 2K. Team qualifying effort tonight for Gage Garcia in the 2K car. 2 more drivers on track. Driver coming out of the 4th corner right now. And into turn number 1, he is a high roller. Coming out of Northport, Florida. Global Link, Moxie, CPG Brands, Eastern Metal Science and Safety, and DJD Gear and Graphics, along with Targel Property Group. Much points in qualifying as there is in the A main. Tells you how important your time trial effort is going to be. As we'll get ready, and the first car to qualify is last night's last to qualify. Tonight, first on the clock is the 91 of Chase Getz. Great Western Transport, Pacific Performance Coatings, First Line Systems, and Newman Racing. First ever 410 Dirt Cup for Chase Getz, our former track champion. Chase goes at 11.453 on lap number 1. 1.453. Second time around for Chase is at 11.458, so consistent at 11.458. Next on the clock, it's the NOS Energy Drink, Mountwood Racing, Southern Pacific Farms, MV Drywall, 17W of Shane Golobic. Shane Golobic is the 17W, and the first lap time for Golobic is quickest at 11.337. 1.337. Lap number 2 for Golobic, crossed at 11.252. 1.1252. Timing in next from Burlington, Washington, the Wing Down Driving Experience, Speed Mart Racer Inc. Foundation, Powder Coating Inc., Shark Racing Engines. Number 26, it's Eric Fisher. Fisher, 11.429, 1.1429. See if he can rip a better lap on lap number 2. Fisher, 11.400, 1.1400 for Eric Fisher. Out next, this is the 2XM from Redding, California of Max Mitry. Max Mitry in the 2XM. Mitry Construction, Shasta Realty Group, Steve Manning Construction, J1S7 Suspension and High Performance Lubricants. As Mitry is second quickest at 11.396. 1.1396. Second lap time for Mitry is a little bit better at 11.338. 1.338 for Max Mitry. Second quick overall. On the clock is Landon Brooks. Brooks, the 21 machine out of Rio Oso, California. Specified pipe, B. Skadden Design, Lippert Construction, Dan Ewart Sales, and ADS. Brooks, 11.561. 11561, 5th of 5 so far, looking for a better time. Brooks coming around for lap number 2. Can he do better? And 11.534 still has him sitting 5th on the field. Timing in next in the 88N from Hanford, California, the 2019 NARC champion, DJ Netto. Netto in the Netto Ag, Penny Newman, Grain, Vanderpool, Smith, Time, Mechanics Choice, entered car. And the first lap for Netto, second fastest at 11.323. 11323 for DJ Netto. Lap number 2 for DJ. Can he improve? He can. Second quick at 11.277. 11277 for DJ Netto. Coming out next, the Friday night winner 1 year ago, it is Dominic Gordon. Dominic Gordon in the Gary Silver Ranches, JL Apparel, JB Critchley, Mid-Valley Financial, MPD Racing 10X. First time by for Gordon is 7th of 7, 11.559, 11559. And for a better qualifying effort than that, Dominic still 7th quick at 11.631, 11631 for Dominic Gordon. We move next to the 2X. Dirt Cup champion 2 years ago from Aromas, California. The Mitri Construction, Yuba Sutter Aviation, North County Plastering, High Performance Lubricants, TJ Forged car is Justin Sanders. Sanders, 5th quick at 11.424, 11424. Second time by for Sanders is slower at 11.672, 11672 for Justin Sanders. One of the high rollers from the Kubota High Limit Racing Series from Collinsville, Pennsylvania. It's the Mosites Motorsports, Ducati of Pittsburgh, Hollywood Blasting and Coating, Mountain Mechanical, Mav Motorsports, 42 of Cy Lynch. Lynch, 7th quick, 11.499, 11499. Might we have hit the sweet spot already in time ins? We're going to find out as Lynch now to the top of the charts. 11.251, great lap number 2 is Cy Lynch, now quick time at 11.251. Enter next the 41 of Dominic Selzy. Selzy in the Red Rose Transportation. Selzy Enterprises, Whipple Superchargers, Redline Oil, Sparco 41 car. And Selzy, lap 1, 10th at 11.603. Have to dig and find some more speed here out of the 41 car. Dominic, 11.665 on lap number 2, 11665. Driving next, the first of our 360 competitors to check in on the night. Out of Arlington, Washington, in the Shark Racing Engines XXX OPC exclusive Aero Motorsports car, Chris Bullock to time in. 12.754, the first lap for Chris. $3,000 bonus for the highest finishing 360. He paid out on Saturday as Bullock competed for that with 12.645. 2.645 for Chris Bullock. Next to qualify was last night's feature winner. His first 410 feature win in his 16th start at Langley, BC in the Chilliwack Ford Race Car Creative, Fava Racing Engines, Orca Auto Sales, Capstone Plastering Car, Levi Klatt. Klatt, 11th on the clock at 11.633, 11633. Did not have a monster qualifying effort last night, but got through his heat. Obviously took the A-main win, as he will stay at 11th for now at 11.725, 11725. Next out, another car going for the 360 bonus. The Elite Transportation Economy Propane, Cascade Materials, Nordic Temperature Control Zero of Ashley Johnson. Johnson, lap number 1, in at 12.448, 12.448. And lap number 2, Johnson comes in at 12.490, 12.490. Runner-up last last night in Boss's Rig from Monrovia, Indiana. It's the Redeem Racing Angel, the Winds Casino Resort, Ford Performance, Hager, Realty, Grace Redeem Foundation, Stancraft, Jet Center 26, Justin Peck. Peck will check in at 11th, quickest at 11.611, 11.611. See if somebody can find that second lap speed like Cy Lynch did. Peck's not going to be the guy, 11.652, 11.652 for Justin Peck. Qualifying next out of Santa Rosa, California. The Dirt Dudes Excavating Durst Inc. Triple X Race Components Factory King Shocks number 4. It's Joel Myers Jr. Joel's first lap, it is a 5th quick effort. 11.377. 1.377. And second lap time, 11.521. 5th on the field for Joel Myers Jr. We had slowed to a stop during practice. Good to see he's got whatever it is back up and on the clock. He's a little off the pace coming off the high side of turn number 2. From Vancouver, this is Luke Didiak. BC, not Washington. Didiak 13.117 on lap 1. Hack Trucking, Miles Sand and Gravel, Mills Electric, Nordic Temperature Control, and Herc Equipment. There's Didiak at 12.093, 1.2093. Next time in, another one of the Kubota High Limit Racing Series. High Rollers from Myerstown, PA. M&M Painting and Construction, McGrew Equipment Company, McGrewBid.com, Baps Auto Paint and Supply, Livewire Customs in Fredericksburg, Eagle Brent Marks the car. Marks is 9th quick, 11.496. Second time by. Better, 5th fastest for Marks, 11.346. 11.346 for Brent Marks. Out behind him from Lewiston, Idaho. Driving the Sear Pro Torches, Diamondback Shooting Range, Auto Body Supercenter, Beck Sawmill, number 95, R. Dan Reynolds. Reynolds, 12.398 on his first lap, 1.2398. Top 40 cars and time-ins will make the invert, so it's a very thin list if you're not going to make it. Second lap was a 12.429, 1.2429 for Dan Reynolds. Follow him up with last night's highest finishing of our 360 competitors from Carnation, Washington, Lyuna 292. George Anderson Company, Stillwater Trucking, Looker, Bighorn Excavation, Entered Machine, Levi, Koontz. Koontz 12.505, 12.505. 19 cars have timed in. Closing in on the halfway point. Koontz, second lap is better at 12.484. 2.484. Looking for a better night number 2 out of Visalia, California. Driving the Red Line Building Construction, Morrison Racing Engines, King Racing Products, KPC Chassis 45 is Corey Eliason. Eliason, the pilot this weekend for the Wheatley family. And Corey, first time around, 15th on the field at 11.661. 1.661. Burps the throttle. Heavy ride coming off, and lap 2 is slower, 11.957, 1.957. Next to qualify, the Tyner Hurst Racing House car. Coming to us from El Cajon, California, sponsored by System 1, Willwood, HRP, and Shield Fire Suits, Braden Chiaramonte. 11.675 on lap number 1 is 16th quick. How much juice the racetrack has left in it as we continue to climb further in the time trial. Chiaramonte's second lap, 11.717, 1.1717. Following him is the Shark from Oroville, California. It is Sean Becker. Becker of the Bjork Construction Company, D&J Construction Rental Equipment, Roxy Properties, Fire Protection Management, Channel Lumber sponsored car. Becker, lap number 1, 17th on the field at 11.747, 1.1747. And Becker will come by on lap number 2 and finish off his time trial effort with 11.918, 1.1918. From Burlington, Washington, great heat race last night for the driver of the Dimes Racing 95. It's Justin Youngquist, who's sponsored by Ground Zero Gymnastics, Cascade Pizza, Jody Dines, and Brown McMillan, Crawford Garage Doors, Piazza Construction, DK Systems, and Skagit Plumbing. Justin 16th quick at 11.671. 11.671. A lot of drivers coming in about the 11.6s. Doesn't take much to differentiate yourself. That'll pop him to 11th quick at 11.535 for Youngquist. 11.535. Behind him, it is the Smith Adrian Motorsports, QuickTime Espresso, QuickTime Transport, Linden's Restoration, and Fab DC Sign 17 out of Mill Creek, Cam Smith. And Cam on his opening lap runs 11.982, 11982. See if he can rip a better lap. Number 2, Cam Smith on the clock. He can, up to 19th quick at 11.760, 11760. Rebuilt race car after night number 1 for the 15 of Nick Parker out of Tucson, Arizona. His sponsors, Parker Automotive, Middletech Fabrication, Tynerhurst Enterprises, TDR Concepts, Kenson Leslie, and BG Oil and Lube. Good opening lap for Parker, 11.642. That's 16th on the field. Nick Parker, lap 2, 15th on the field at 11.627. Last night's quick qualifier. Let's see what he can do going out a little bit later. 26th car to qualify is Trey Starks. Starks out of Puyallup in the familiar TNC Concept. Starks Racing, AL Driveline, Newland Bar Service, Melby Fabrication, and truck repair car that he's won so many races with. 4th fastest. There is still speed out there at 11.291. 11.291 for Trey. An excellent qualifier. Can he do better? Still 4th quick, 11.377, 1.1377 for Trey Starks. Coming out next from Cedar Woolley, Washington, sponsored by Otis Concrete, Tack Testing, and CX Services, Skagit Ready Mix and All-Terrain Construction. This is the 9 of Greg Otis. Greg, 12.129, 12129. 27 cars have timed in. We're going to 44, so we're beyond halfway. And Otis, 12.208 on lap number 2. Next qualifying, another one gunning for the 360 bonus this weekend. Number 51 out of Oak Harbor's Dustin Gehring. Dustin sponsored by After Hours Customs and Collisions, Lewis Auto Glass, Terrazza Auto Detail, and Black Market Speed. 12.395 on the opening lap for Gehring. And give him lap number 2. 12.269. 12269. Gehring currently sitting in position 24. So he'll power off the racetrack. We get a chance to catch our breath. Right now, Silence, Shane Golobic, DJ Neto, Trey Starks, Max Mitri, 1 through 5, Brent Marks, Joel Myers Jr., Eric Fisher, Justin Sanders, Chase Getz, rounding out the top 10. Next time in, out of Campbell, California, in the Alviso Rock, DF Rios Construction, DF Rios Racing, Electric Construction Company, Williams Roofing, High Five Pizza, number 29, Bud Kading. Bud Kading in the 29. 11.941 is 22nd on the field for Bud. 11941. Ripping around the high side here at Skagit Speedway. Kading. 11.806. 11806 for Kading. 22nd overall in time-ins so far. Good qualifying effort last night for the driver of the Shaylin Ray Motorsports car from Burlington, Washington. Sponsored by Car-Mart USA, Blue Cow Car Wash, Cousin Aaron, Lulu's Espresso, and Casey's Kitchen. It's Jason Solwald. Solwald, opening lap 11th quick, 11.455. Good lap for Jason. See if he can find a little more gas. Comes off the bottom, and he is just a hair slower at 11.463. But 11th at this point in time in qualifying for Solwald. Pretty darn good effort. Following him up, the other 18 car, the AT&T out of Jacksonville, Oregon, second in points after night 1, Tanner Holmes. Tanner sponsors Legacy Builder Supply, Shane DeWalt Trucking, Orville Tax, Lance Machinery, and Sisters Boot, and Smokehouse. 9th quickest for Tanner at 11.413. 11.413, another good lap. Long round, turns it late, and goes 11.376. 7th quick for Holmes at 11.736. Race car repaired after an early exit in the A main last night for the driver out of Fresno, California. Sponsored by Pacific Pouring, M&O Plumbing, and Circle J5 Ranch, Mariah Ead. Ead, 12.139, 12.139. Second time by for Ead, 25th quick at 11.987, and 1.987 for Mariah. Next up, high expectations coming into the night for J-Mac. James McFadden, the Tarleton Racing 21T. Tarleton & Son, American Rock and Rent, Durst Incorporated, Factory Cane, supporting the driver from Alice Springs, Northern Territory, Australia. 10th quick at 11.414. 1.1414. Second time around. Fadden's got speed. Still 10th quick, 11.404. Faster on lap number 2 by 1/100th of a second. McFadden, 10th on the grid. We'll look next at the 1C of Colton Heath, our multiple-time track champion. Colton, the 1C. Sponsors on him, BMR. I'll tell you the rest of them in a second as he goes 14th fastest, 11.482 on the opening lap. Champs Equipment Rental, Alaska West Air, Leah Brown, and L&J Enterprises. Colton, second time by. 5th quick, 11.323. Nice lap, Colton Heath. 5th on the field at 11.323. Next up to qualify from Everett, Washington, the Anderson Racing Enterprises to Young Inc. Don Ott. Smith Tie, KPC Chassis, Cascade Collision Center 24. Tyler Anderson. 11.883 on lap number 1. 27th on the field. Anderson for lap 2. 11.751. Up 25th quick for Anderson. 11.751. Coming up next in the Kyle Main Motorsports Hand Construction A-Main Trucking number 35 from Harrisburg, Oregon, Tyler Thompson. 11.549. 17th on the field. 11.549. Needs to find a better lap here on lap number 2. Sitting okay, but could be better. Now up to 15th at 11.490. 11.490, Tyler Thompson. 15th quick in qualifying right now. Jesse Schlotfeld getting our next time in from Arlington, Washington. Grinders Automotive and Marine, Triple X Race Components, Johansson Mechanical, High Performance Lubricants, and Pacific Performance Coatings, supporting the 21 car. Schlotfeld 12th quickest at 11.418 on the first lap. Shout out to Big Brad and the gang watching back at home. As there's quick time! Jesse Schlotfeld, 11.250. 11.250. Schlotfeld, quick time on the night. The 121 of Caden Steele is next out from Easton, California. Tarleton & Sons, Art Construction, Sencal Services, and Bandy & Associates. And Caden Steele, after Schlotfeld out ripping quick time right before him. Steele, 26th on the grid at 11.711 on the first lap. Second time up to 14th quick at 11.449 on 1.449. 39th of 44 cars to time in. Next, it's the Dirty Air. Sponsored number 78 is Scott Boguski. Boguski, Mel Hamilton Racing on the car from McLarenville, South Australia. Goes 11.391 on lap number 1. That's 11th quickest. Second time by, looking for better. And 7th quick, 11.338, 11.338 for Scott Boguski. Another one of the high rollers from the Kubota High Limit Racing Series. In the Global Link, Moxie CPG Brands, Eastern Metal Science and Safety, DJD Gear and Graphics, Tar Heel Property Group, 24D, Danny Sams the third. Sams on lap number 1, 18th quickest, 11.464. Second lap time, up to 15th at 11.425, 11.425. 4 cars to go. Bumping starts now. The heat race invert. The 27C of Camden Robustelli is going to start us off. Hard Rock Tops, Jim Nelson Bigfoot Dwarf Car Race, Tom White Trucking and J&B Racing for Camden. 11.770 puts him 32. That's into the invert. Bumping Chris Bullock. And Robustelli's second lap. 11.723 is 29th overall right now. Levi Kuntz is now the man on the bubble. Guy trying to knock him off is the driver from Cobble Hill, British Columbia, the Saratoga Motorsports Park, Shark Racing Engines, Malahat Auto Wrecking, Grinders Automotive Marine, Cal Creek Mining and Exploration 21P, Robbie Price, the 2019 BC champ. Price, 23rd quick at 11.590. That bumps Kuntz out of the invert. And 11.337, 7th quick. Robbie Price on lap number 2 at 11.337. Ashley Johnson is now on the bubble. Gage Garcia looking to be the eliminator for her. It's the Keller Motorsports 2K. He's from Lemoore, California, Monarch Ford. Dawson Malden, Construction Legacy of California, Keith Day Trucking and Crown Limousine. He will knock her out. 30th quick for Garcia, 11.704. Now see if he can pick up any speed. Gage, fourth corner, can. Picks up 2 more spots at 11.635. 11635. Final car to time in. Dan Reynolds is the one who is on the bubble. Mike Brown is looking to knock him off after that vicious wreck last night. The 1M of Brown is from Kenai, Alaska. BMR sponsors the car, 11.986, and Brown is in. That will knock Reynolds out. Champs Equipment Rental, Alaska West Air, and L&J Enterprises also on the sponsor list. Brown, 11.912 on lap number 2. It's 0.074 seconds faster than lap number 1, but seats him 36 on the field. Quick time tonight by 2 thousandths of a second. That's right, Jesse Schlottfeld, 11.250. Your quick time by 1,000th of a second over Cy Lynch at 11.251, by 1,000th of a second over Shane Golubic at 11.252. How about that? Narrow up at the front of the field.
Points the name of the game. After time trials and heat race, the top 20 lock into the A main and points. 16-car invert in tonight's Caleb, $10,000 to win A main, $1,000 to start.
Yes, points have already changed a little bit tonight. Scott Pogowski's moved from 4 to 2 after time ends. Holmes and Mark still making up the rest of the top 4. Top 4 lock in after tonight. As it is going to be the 1M of Brown, the 27 of Robustelli, leading them to green flag. Into turn number 1, it's Brown getting the good jump as the field fans out in and behind him. Up front, Brown leads. Schlottfeld closing the door on Sam. Schlottfeld on the move, coming after the 15 of Parker. Jesse Schlottfeld is up to 6th already, looking to the inside of Parker. Parker trying to get to Holmes. Holmes, the 18T, running the 4th spot. 3rd is Brooks, and we got a battle for the lead up and ahead. Robustelli is going up and around the 1M of Mike Brown. Brown trying to hang on. Down in the middle, but there's Robustelli rip-roaring around the top, and he has got the spot. Camden Robustelli has got the lead.
Mike Brown comes back down to the inside, though, but Robustelli will lead the lap.
Robustelli exiting turn number 2 as we speak and ripping down the back straightaway. As out in front, it is Brooks in 3rd, Holmes in 4. Tanner Holmes looking for a spot as there goes Schlottfeld. He's looking for 5th. He's got it.
Man, Schlotty's on the move, racking points up 3 at a time. Tanner Holmes going to pass Landon Brooks, move him up a spot. Tanner Holmes on the move on the high side over in turns 1 and 2. Down the backstretch, he'll go after Mike Brown for 2nd into turn 3.
It is Tanner Holmes looking to put more points in his pocket. He has got it coming off the corner. 10-lap heat races tonight. 9 cars, 10 laps in this one. As there goes Landon Brooks. He'll steal the spot as well. And Schlotfeld smelling more points for himself. Cutting to the low side, give him 4th.
Schlotty picks up another spot with a pair to go. Kendra Mastelli, though, pulling away. This time by Caleb Hart. The white flag will fly. 1 to go in heat race number 1.
Race leader Camden Robustelli, he's picking up some valuable spots here. It's going to be a tough run for him because he didn't time in well. But Robustelli off of 4, taking the checkered flag. Camden Robustelli gets the win. 2nd to Holmes, 3rd to Brooks, 4 to Schlotfeld, and Sams steals 5th away at the line. $100 points for Camden Robustelli. Tanner Holmes already in the top 4 in points, adds 97 as he continues to try to march up your points list. Discrepancy and experience there. Mariah Eade, the youngster, coming up through open wheel racing. We've seen her in a Keith Kuntz midget before at Chili Bowl on a regular basis, but still, I'm not going to say relatively new, but very young in her sprint car racing career in 410s in particular. Meanwhile, a guy who was here 20 years ago at Dirt Cup 2005, the 2005 King of the West champion and 7-time Silver Dollar Speedway champion, and Sean Becker outside row number 1.
Eric List caught up with him earlier today. We'll have an interview on our YouTube channel coming up.
Fantastic. Bring us out.
Good start for the Shark. Sean Becker, he'll go to work and go to the bottom. Here comes Justin Youngquist on the high side, though. JY into second, and now going after Sean Becker for the lead in turn 3.
He knows he needs some points here in the heat race. He needed to qualify just a hair better than what he did. Becker back to the bottom in 1 and 2. Up and around the hub is the 95 of Youngquist. Give him the lead down the back straightaway, but the Shark is still lurking.
Joel Myers Jr. going to work. Here comes Levi Klatt. Klatt to the back bumper of Mariah Eade, but he's got a lift to avoid tagging the back bumper, and that costs him a pair of spots. Meanwhile, Joel Myers Jr. back on the move, side by side for 5th into turn 3.
Yeah, Myers Jr. already advancing up the field quite nicely. He's into the 4th spot with Steele sitting 5, Klatt sitting 6. Youngquist, Becker, Eade at this battle further back. It's 5, 6, 7, and 8 with 121 of Steele as we'll look again to 3rd and 4th.
Here comes Joel Myers Jr. They merely make contact off of turn 4. Mariah Eade down to the bottom, and Caden Steele now finds life on the high side, the dark winner. And here comes last night's winner, Levi Klatt.
Steele made up a lot of ground in a big hurry there over the course of just 1 lap. We're just beyond halfway. Eade hangs the back end down in the middle of the corner. That's going to cost her 3rd as bye-bye Myers. And now Cy Lynch.
Yes.
And we think too similarly. Cy Lynch down at the bottom gets past Klatt, shuffling him backwards. And now he is on the hunt for Mariah Eade further forward. 4 laps to go, make it 3 to go, and your leader's got a gap on him and Justin Youngquist.
Cy Lynch missed the main last night by 1 spot. The first non-transfer now trying to lock right into the big advance here tonight. Make up some of those points he missed out on tonight and go in his 2nd ever race here at Skagit Speedway. He's going after Eade to try to pick up another spot and get the top 5. Wow.
Yeah, got snugged up in the middle of the corner, saved it. He had a good run on Mariah, but boy, the car just did not behave for him. As Bryce going up and around the outside, he'll take the position away from Klatt. Levi looking for a better heat race than what he got here tonight. It's going to be back to the drawing board for the 77. As there's the checkered for your winner, Justin Youngquist, 4-1, picking up 100 points here in this 2nd heat race. Becker's 2nd, 3rd to Myers Jr. He started 6th. That's going to be a good point scoring effort so far from him. Steele goes up 1 spot, 5-4. Eade back to position 5. Story of that one's Youngquist, though. 4-1. Great run for him. As Justin Youngquist picking up some very valuable points and looks to be improving his starting spot here in the A main event.
Let's see, Schlotfeld 291, Cy Lynch in 2nd and 283, Tanner Holmes 3rd, 277, Colton Heath is 4th, 272, and Joel Myers Jr. tied for 4th at 272. Then Robbie Price is 6th, 7th, Caden Steele 8th, Danny Sams 9th, Justin Youngquist, and 10th is Landon Brooks through 2 heat races.
Now that is just on tonight. That is not the accumulated point score. We'll get a look at that when we get a chance. As this heat race, looking for a side-by-side start. They're not going to get it. Luke Didiuk on the hammer.
Wait for the yellow lights. There they are.
false start in the dictionary, that would have been a picture-perfect example.
And once we get through all the heat races, I'll give an update on where we stand through night 1 totaled with post-heat races night 2.
Gotcha.
I'll do my best to get that done for you.
Second try here now for Didiak and Anderson.
Oh, Sean in the dirt had a Levi Clad on.
He did.
He's been all over. Saw Sean. He's probably sitting down in turn 1 or turn 3 right now, I bet.
Northwest #1 racing podcaster. Video casting this week.
Video casting, yes. But he's been all over this week. Give Sean in the dirt a listen. Give him a subscription on YouTube as well.
Oh, we have got cars around and together, and boy, that front row started it. They were just cattywampus enough that it ends up costing Chase Getz. Dominic Gordon also got that car way up in the air in the 10 before settling it back down. All of his wife and wife's family down there lending support where necessary as well, and Bailey Jean and the crew.
Gage Garcia, man, last year's Dirt Cup, a tough one for him. Good to see him bouncing back this year.
Penalty. Front row moved back. Entire front row moved back. So.
You got to work together.
Yes.
Eric Walls, our All-Stars, would say, guys, just be friends for 100 feet.
Well, Gage Garcia, Dominic Gordon now to the front row.
That looks much better.
Into turn #1. It is Gordon going to the cushion, trying to dig on for the lead. Gage Garcia's got it. Down the back straightaway. Garcia opening up a couple of car lengths on Gordon for third. Anderson and Didiak still not really getting along as they're going tooth and nail for it. Luke says, I'll come across the nose, no problem, give me the spot.
Luke Didiak with a big move, and oh boy, Scott Boguski's fading as he had kind of victim of circumstances.
Yes.
Nowhere to go. And now the battle for the fifth spot picking up. There is Eric Fisher hanging on to it, but he's got a hornet's nest behind him.
Well, look at the big beneficiary there, Blake. Golovic 7-3 already as we're watching battling in for 5th, 6th, and 7th. That's Fisher in the blue 26, Boguski trying to go down low and underneath him. Fisher's got 5th, and Boguski trying to go 8-5 here through 4.
Dominic Gordon takes the lead in turn #1. Gordon to the top spot, the Friday night winner a year ago. Puff of smoke as here comes Gage Garcia back at him, but Gordon leads it halfway with 5 down and 5 to go.
Now, see, Garcia doesn't know that he's not supposed to win this heat race. He's coming right back for Dominic Gordon and trying not to let him get too far. Gordon up on the top, showing the smoke like you said, and Garcia doing everything he can to try to stick with him. With Golovic a long ways back in 3rd, Didiak 4th, and Fisher still under fire for 5.
Chase Getz bouncing back. He's picking up a couple of spots as he shoots past Tyler Anderson. Now Scott Boguski going after the 26th F of Eric Fisher. Fisher, a multi-time A-main winner in a 410 here in Skagit, side by side with Scott Boguski into turn 1.
He's got 10 of them since 2010, but Boguski going to take him over and run him down the back straightaway and open up car length on him with Didiak looming for Boguski as well. His charge may not be done.
Scott Boguski on the move, now going after Luke Didiak for the 4th spot, rolling the bottom of the 78 car. Hourglass running empty this time by. White flag 1 to go. Boguski trying to get the 4th off of turn 4.
Our back row guys in this one, or our 4th row guys in this one, doing something great as your winner is going to be Dominic Gordon. Gives 2nd to Garcia. Golovic 7-3, and for 4th at the end, there goes Boguski. Great scoring heat races for Shane Golovic and Scott Boguski. Now, by nature of the finish, Golovic picked up 3 points in the big picture point standings on Boguski there, but Boguski piling another 91 on is Tyler Anderson and Luke Didiak. Physical down the front straightaway. That one will be fun. We'll watch and see if those two drivers continue with the shenanigans. Yeah, there was some physicality back there. We saw it on the start. We saw it when Didiak got by Anderson. Now they all stop at the stop sign or get picked up by the quad before so and go. And yeah, we're going to keep as best a video eye on that as we can. Didiak's parking spot, he'll be...
Shane Golovic now 2nd, 290. Cy Lynch is 3rd at 283. Scott Boguski and Tanner Holmes tied for 4th at 277. Then Colton Heath and Joel Myers Jr. tied for 6th. Robbie Price is 8th. Eric Fisher is 9th. And Caden Steele rounds out the top 10 Levi Klatt is on the bubble. He is sitting 20th right now.
With
So last night's winner gonna have to come through the B main tonight.
2 heat races to go. Greg Otis and Cam Smith from the front row of this one. Elias and Selzy, Solwald, McFadden. Adrian Neto making up the front 8 in this one. There goes J-Mac. Almost 3 wide through, but caution lights are going to come on. That start was substandard. Giving them the signal. They need to be side by side. The white chalk stripe coming off the line. We'll give them another chance here. So McFadden quickly trying to go 6-3. He was looking to split the difference. Jason Solwald down on his inside. Elias and Selzy, Smith, and Otis. Second try coming up. Through the corner. It's a better looking start for green. 2x2 into the corner. Elias and now is the one strung up in the middle. And Solwald going to sneak underneath him in the 18. Jason Solwald picking his way up the pack. He's to the bottom of Selzy. He's got third. Battle for the lead into turn number 1. As Smith up high, but down low. Greg Otis going to lead this heat race. McFadden ahead of Elias, and Elias down to the bottom, trying to get J-Mac back, coming off the corner. The white 45, the black and gold Tarleton 21. As down to the low side goes McFadden. He's got the spot. He is after Selzy. Meanwhile, for second, Solwald on Smith.
Cam Smith trying to hang on to that second spot. Jason Solwald's right there. Meanwhile, Greg Otis starting to pull away a little bit. Can Cam Smith rope him in now that he's pushed Jason Solwald about 5 car lengths back, and he can set his focus on the 09?
Up in front, Otis with Smith, bringing Solwald to come hang out as well. Cam's found the lip of the racetrack, driving around the back straightaway, new heat race leader, Cam Smith, and he's bringing Jason Solwald with him.
Cam Smith into the lead. Now the battle for second. Jason Solwald going to have to go to the high side to look for second. In turn number 2, can't make the move quite yet. Cam Smith starting to run away. Good battle for second, good battle for third or 4.
Yeah, nowhere you can't watch good racing here. As Solwald down on the bottom, showing a nose to Otis. Those two park right next to each other in the back, running each other clean for now is for 4th. McFadden down on the bottom. Selzy has stayed up top and been patient and kept the spot up there, but he's getting all kinds of pressure from James as they switch lines in 1 and 2. Back to the battle for second.
They're closing in on leader Cam Smith.
This one not over. Out in front is Greg Otis finding some rhythm. Down at the bottom, battle for the lead is on as Otis showing a wheel to Smith down turn 2. See if Cam makes an adjustment. Otis can't stick the bottom of 3 and 4. There's Solwald bidding for the lead. We got 1 to go and battles all over the top 5 still.
Big slide job for 4th by James McFadden as Jason Solwald looks down to the inside, move him into second. He'll shoot Otis up the hill. Otis goes around, and we're going to go yellow with the checkered flag.
Oh boy, and like I said, they parked right next to each other. Well, this is Dirt Cup. You bring your friends with you.
I think that's just purely Jason Solwald knew he needed to get those 3 points. And
yes, he did. Mind you, they're also parked right in next to Luke Didiak, so the camera can just go right to the same spot that we were before.
Now Dominic Selzy on the bubble, and probably going to have to look at going to the B main again tonight.
Started on the front row of the B main last night, so Dominic, some work to do.
Well, we've had fireworks tonight.
Oh boy. Sounds like we're missing a show off the track as well as on. One final heat race to go. Gary, Kading, Shiramonte, and Peck leading them down. We're green. Justin Peck quickly by Shiramonte shows the wheel to Bud Kading. Kading got up racetrack and crossed over, and Justin Sanders got a chunk of him coming through.
Man.
Red flag out. You saw him get into 1. And it was the 26 of Peck going into the middle. As he did so, chain reaction to kind of follow. Toppling damage on Sanders. Not sure what the rest of it looks like. But you pick that up, and you can watch what your favorite sports game is. Maybe you're going to watch the NBA Finals on Sunday when the Pacers beat the Thunder.
Go Pacers.
Go Pacers.
Yes, sir. Why couldn't the Pacers make the finals during the 10 years I lived in India and the 15 to 20 games I went to a year?
So long as they end up beating Oklahoma City, that's all I care for.
Yep, we're all happy.
So we're down a few cars here. Braden Chiramonte is going to hit the outside of the front row next to Dustin Gehring, Peck, and Thompson from row number 2. Marks and Starks. Here's 2 free spots, guys.
Boy.
See if they take advantage of them as we're green. Chiramonte's out the lead. Thompson gunning for second with Marks already looking for third.
Brent Marks on the move. He has the special tune to the 19 car. It's on the move. Here comes Justin Sanders from the work area, picking up spots in the 2 car.
Justin Sanders going to be a man on a mission. He'll go up and around Gehring. That's for 4th. Sanders trying to make the comeback, and Justin Peck says, oh, not so fast, my friend. Bonsai from turn 3. Couldn't make the slider stick.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Yeah. Came out of left field.
It did. Great Chiramonte. You got to think he picked up some tips from Kyle Hurst overnight.
Kyle, deep in the coaching. I am 100% certain of that.
As
now you're looking at Peck trying to defend 5th from Trey Starks. Starks down to the bottom of the racetrack. He's got a good line on Justin. Justin's trying to reel Sanders back in, who's dove to the bottom of the speedway and trying to run down Thompson in front of him. Laps in, coming in on the halfway point. This will be 5 down, 5 to go.
Justin Sanders, the impressive story in this one, from getting upside down in the work area to back on the racetrack and moving forward. Now Justin Peck starting to close in on Justin Sanders. Battle of the Justins in turn 3. Big slider by Peck again.
Car speed kind of belongs to Peck right now as he had rolled in. They ruffle up down the front straightaway. Back to the cushion goes Peck to get lined up for another run. And Starks kind of looming as Peck says, I'm not done. Welcome to Slide Job City, population Justin Sanders.
Man, and Trey Starks says, I'd like to get on this party. And he's side by side with Justin Peck now. Big move there. Peck now has to dive down to the inside, but move Trey Starks up a move. Oh boy, here comes Justin Peck. Wow, this is getting good.
Right rear got awfully close to left front in the process.
Can we go 20?
Please? We're down to 1 to go this time around, and that is for 4th, 5th, and 6th. They're absolutely getting after it. Meanwhile, he'd win with ease. Chiramonte. Marks takes 2nd. Thompson 3rd. Sanders, Peck, and Starks.
Woo! Skagit Speedway, let's go.
Yes.
It's a vibe.
We're knocking drinks all over the
We
place
are.
here.
Caleb's getting so excited. His Diet Coke's going everywhere.
Needed a second to wet my throat there as it was getting intense, and knocked the Diet Coke all over the place. Chiramonte with the win. Marks, that is 7-2. That's going to be huge. Both of the 9 cars, a rough night tonight in their heats. The outside of Otis is Reynolds, Johnson in the 0, Bullock in the 17. We're fighting it last night in Bullock's car. Felt a vibration in the right rear. They've done some different stuff as far as the tire goes tonight. 29K of Levi Kuntz and Chiramonte going to be on the move. 2 by 2 into turn number 3. Off of 4, green is out. In the first corner, and it is the 9A of Didiuk with the lead down the back straightaway. Gehring in 2nd in the 51. The 9 of Otis is 3rd. Final transfer belongs to the 0 of Johnson. It is Kuntz up to 5th. Chiramonte is up into position 6 right now. Braden Chiramonte needs 2 more cars to continue his race night as he hunts Kuntz. Kuntz looking on the bottom to try to get around the 0 of Johnson for the final transfer. As Chiramonte's got to run up top trying to get by Levi. A bit of track work in the downtime. Drivers adjusting to the conditions that may have changed a little from the time they were out heat racing. Kuntz now washes wide. Chiramonte is looking for 5th. Loading up and trying to get there, but it's only a 10-lap scene. It's just as long as a heat race. You can't waste time. You got to go. Kuntz now looking low. Final transfer up for bid. Can't get by Johnson, who works the low side at turn number 3. Johnson hanging on. Chiramonte finds room, loops it up and around the 29 of Kuntz. Chiramonte now coming into a 2-car battle. That's 3rd and 4th. The 51 of Gehring, the 0 of Johnson. And Braden Chiramonte in the 94 up top. Trying to get around Johnson. Johnson has the lane underneath Gehring. Gehring sawing the steering wheel. Trying to hang on wheel to wheel for the third position. There goes Braden trying to split the difference. Trying to be the meat in a Johnson-Gehring sandwich. Now Gehring goes to the middle and up and around goes Braden Chiaramonte. He's got fourth. Chiaramonte does not want to stop there. You can see him lighting up that titanium brake rotor. He's darn near got the thing aflame, sparking up a storm in the top of the corner. He is your final transfer car. One around in Gehring in the 51. Caution out. Dustin Gehring gets around in turn at number 2. He was running 5th the last time they crossed and missed the scales.
Oh,
and that is 0 points. It's not last place points in the heat. It's none.
You don't have to be dead to be stiff, do you?
No.
Wow, it sounds like such an exotic champagne kind of, doesn't it? Chiaramonte.
Chiaramonte.
Sorry, we were just sitting around sharing the Chiaramontes.
There you go. Much better.
So he's going to have to pedal this thing.
Yep. And Steven and Kyle are going to be there with him lockstep going forward. Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable restart zone in play here on the start. Oh, Levi Kuntz shows the 0 and the 94 that he knows all about the restart zone. Now Chiaramonte is going to go up and around. He goes from 5th to 4th to 3rd in one straightaway, using that big old power of the 410 motor. Although Kuntz in the 360 driving back right underneath him. Those are both transfer position cars. Just got to make one more lap, boys. Be nice to each other.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do that. Look at those brakes, too. He's running the road up. Nice move around the top, just in time for your white flag to come out.
Checkered flag, in fact. Yes, they went into overtime. It is only a 10-lapper here in the C. So Didiuk will move forward. Otis will move forward. Chiaramonte will go forward. And Kuntz, who had a chance to throw a real wrench in the equation by going top shelf on that restart, took 3rd and then gave it back, but at least had one spot to spare. He'll move forward as well.
Giddy up, Didiuk. Tech fans in the house. I know that Justin will get rolling just like he did last night. Gee, 24 hours is a long time in motor racing, isn't it? Think about it, last night he was leading the A main and battling it out with Levi Klatt. That cat Klatt is all about that.
Who's also in this very same B feature. Penthouse to the outhouse happens really quick.
Yes, it does.
All right, Gordon and Brooks will lead them down the back straight away. We'll turn it over to Wade. B-main action, here we go.
Can't wait. What a beautiful venue, everybody. You're absolutely spoiled. We are about to go racing. And a very nice launch from Gordon already in that 10 car. We sweep down into turn 1 and 2. Oh, man, Levi got right up against the boards, and we are cautioned.
Did not like it. Let's give her a round 2.
Yeah, that was awfully close in that situation just then. Flagman says, big point too. Gave the point, didn't he?
Yep,
maybe on the 10, do you think?
We have seen vastly more called back starts here, to the point where we flopped an entire row here on the night.
Well,
in one of the heat races. So second try for Gordon and Brooks, and I remember right, Brooks also got the flag pointed at him last night in the heat race too. So see if it's a pattern of behavior that continues on.
Brooke Tatnell always said it's only cheating if you get caught. So cool to have his son Garrett now in the winner's circle as well. The next generation continues. That's better. Are we going this time? Brooks and Gordon. Keep your eye on Selzy. He drops to 3rd. Peck slices through the middle. Brooks will come after your race leader. Trouble back in the field. We somehow get through. As you can imagine, there's some pretty wild lines going on. And we got trouble back in the field. The 9 car is the front end. All sorts of angles. We'll go caution here. Otis. Uh-oh.
Oh, wow. Yeah, right front geometry is not where you want it to be. You saw the bad angle on that coming through. It's quite the battle going for the lead, but not all cars got past the line on lap number 1. I believe we'll see another complete restart here. And for Greg...
Anybody from Washington by any chance? I want to say thanks for letting us all come to your beautiful state. This is such a beautiful place, mate. I know you know that.
We love having you guys. Ford Performance, Ford Bronco is off. 3rd try at getting this started for Gordon and Brooks.
Come on, guys and girls.
Coming off the 4.
It was cool to see Mariah Eade as well down at the very cool little Meet the Fans experience we had the other night. She had a hot rod on display. So too, of course, did Justin Peck. And likewise, Dominic Selzy was down there for the tacos and the T-shirts this time. Can we get a lap in the books and just get a little momentum? Brooks running the extreme outside. We work our way into turn 3. Big slide jump attempt here, and look at Peck running the top. Picks up a spot, moves up one more position.
Top 4 early is going to be Gordon, Brooks, Selzy, and Peck. Peck is on the rocking chair position, and you got to get off of it. You roll forward, you're good. You roll backwards, you're in big trouble.
And it's very slick off turn number 4. So you're going to have to try and get some momentum out of that turn. We can just see Platts, last night's A-main winner, struggling just a little bit. Nice little crossover. Eliason under some pressure now as they work their way into 3 and 4.
Out in front continues to be Gordon, Brooks, Selzy, and Peck. As they rock it around Skagit Speedway, Gordon picking them up, putting them down to your top 4, streaking away from the field best battle on the track 5 and 6 with Getz and Smith. But neither of them are in a transfer position at the moment. That is points only for them. As your front 4 flying around, Peck has got about a half a straightaway on Jace Getz in the 5th position.
Everybody upstairs, with the exception maybe of Cam Smith. You see Eliason racing in that 45, though he doesn't want to be in this situation, exactly like we saw last night for him. Gage Garcia back to Robustelli, then Mariah E. We're working lap 7, and our leader up on lap traffic now, Dominic Gordon.
And showing some smoke as he's making his way up and around the 0 of Ashley Johnson. Halfway coming in this time, Wade, as we are 8 down and 7 to go. Gordon at the 2 spot of the 21 of Brooks. 3rd is Selzy, and Peck is up on him, trying to take position away.
And I'm kind of wondering what everybody in the pits is thinking about this from an A-main perspective. There's a fair bit of moisture in the gutter down there. That's where you want to try and get some bite off the turn. Klatz, we're not going to put away the maple syrup missile just yet. He's running the top and trying desperately. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, here comes Dominic Selzy on Justin Peck.
And it is Peck who has taken 3rd away from Selzy. Selzy trying to keep up with him, and Chase Getz is closing on that battle. Getz now flashing into your screen and getting closer to the 41 of Dominic. Chase looking to play spoiler to Selzy's Dirt Cup plans as he gets even closer to him with 4 to go.
There's plenty of time. You can get it done. You just saw Dom check up a little bit, had to grab the brake and settle that 41 car. Back out of turn 4, your leader is blitzing them. Now Peck is really starting to run down Brooks. Suddenly, the Rudine Racing 26 has got some attitude.
You know, Tyler and Justin, we're going to find speed in that car at some point in time. Justin Peck adjusting to Skagit Speedway coming up as Brooks gets on by Mike Brown. Now Peck to the cushion, bringing Selzy with him, and gets just a little ways back. They're rolling the white flag this time around.
You'd have to think that Dom can hold on, but Getz might as well have a crack at him. Just watching on screen then, Justin Peck. Brooks on the top with Peck. So Peck is really starting to get motoring now. Checkered flag at the ready as Justin goes upstairs, and that Rudine Ford and will get him. I think he got him in the end. He did. So Dominic Gordon will get the win. Justin Peck will get 2nd. Back to Brooks, and Selzy will squeak home.
And Chase Getz threw a bomb at him, diving in hard to the bottom of turn 4, just
as you do.
If he had gone 1 lap earlier, he might have found enough down there to get him. Unfortunately for Chase, he'll be the first alternate tonight as Selzy hangs on to the final transfer spot and more. Angel of the Winds Casino right off the I-5 corridor between Stanwood and Smoky Point.
We had our bowling there last year.
That's right.
Skagit Nationals, a little group outing.
You and I have had a sody pop or two there.
We have had some barley pops there.
That's right.
Let's go, Caleb. Here we go. 30 laps, 10 grand on the line. Night number 2 of the Jim Raper Memorial Super Dirt Cup presented by Angel of the Winds Casino Resort. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here at Skagit Speedway, it's showtime!
Jason Solo jump into the top, at least through the middle of 1. Now he'll get to the cushion on exit. It is Sowald, McFadden settling into 2nd, Sanders, then Fisher, and Mitri in the 5th spot.
Wow, here comes Eric Fisher on the high side. Big run for the 26F. Joel Myers Jr. rolling through the middle. Then he'll go after Robbie Price, battling for the 6th spot up at turn number 2 down the backstretch. Justin Sanders into 4.
Justin Sanders trying to find his way forward early, needs the points, needs them badly, as he is trying to hunt down J-Mac. J-Mac up and on the top, but boy, Blake, look at the distance Sowald has already created on this field.
Sanders and Mitri battling for third, a pair of Mitri Motorsports battling right now. Justin Sanders has it over Max Mitri, but how about Jason Sowald? Little Puff of Smoke picked up a 360 win a week ago, back to victory lane for the first time in nearly 3 seasons.
He is absolutely flying around this field. Most of the guys up and around the top, first guy on the bottom in your top 5 is actually 6th. Myers Jr. is to the low side on Fisher, and give him 5th out of turn number 2.
Joel Myers Jr. dominated New Zealand this past winter, now challenging Max Mitri for the 4th spot. Here comes Eric Fisher back, and Joel Myers Jr. for the 5th spot.
Boy, Myers Jr. car looks really well balanced. Go figure, the FK Shocks house car rolling well on the low side, coming off the corner. Your leader is under fire from J-Mac, and J-Mac with the slider for the lead.
James McFadden to the top spot, won 4 or 5 in the fastest 5 days, now takes the lead on the bottom and slides up to the high side of turn number 4. He'll lead lap number 7.
Boy, that gap got closed, and it got closed really quickly, and I wonder if that puff of smoke that Sowald showed is indicative of problems on the 18, trying to keep up with McFadden. McFadden now in the cushion, and Sowald's gone to the bottom to retake the lead off the corner, but the caution's out.
Wow, yellow flag flying.
And that's Mitri in the 2XM, I believe.
Yes, Max Mitri in the 2XM, the car stopped, and he was running inside the top 10.
He was 6th at the time. He had shuffled the spot at cone in the wall. Once they hit that orange cone at the end, game on. Move positions, advance, whatever you got to do through turn 3 and 4. It has added a chaotic restart factor to Skagit Speedway that is a ton of fun. And here is J-Mac's first shot at it in A-main action. McFadden. Green light at about the midway point of the zone. Sowald going to the bottom, and here is Sanders looking to sneak a spot around the top, coming off the 4.
Justin Sanders with a good restart. He'll go down to the bottom, but Jason Sowald takes the line right away. Eric Fisher on the move on the high side. The 26 up, hit back into the top 5, but good battle for third.
Yeah, Sanders got a little crossed up coming out of 2. Myers made a run on him. Now Sanders gets off the 4-way better. Fisher rolling up and back of Myers, trying to take the position away. 3 through 5 in question. They spread a little bit back out this time around.
Things starting to sort out here. Lap traffic just starting to see it. And your leader, James McFadden, the tail of 2 lines, though, right now. Caleb Hart, the high side, really good. The bottom, really good.
You know who's on the move from back in the pack? It's Jesse Schlotfeld, our quick qualifier and our high point guy. Schlotfeld started to pick his way through. I believe he's borderline on the top 10 right now. He is coming up on Trey Starks, and he's bringing Shane Kolovic with him, who's having a really good night. Those two back like 11-12 range right now. As your leader, James McFadden's getting away. Traffic is looming a straightaway away from him, but it's not going to take long to get there with the speed that McFadden has.
It's thick lap traffic in front of your leader, James McFadden. They're side by side for 23rd down the back stretches. McFadden's closing on. They're all over the racing surface, Caleb Hart. High, low, and through the middle.
Yeah, every groove usable right now at Skagit Speedway to various forms of success. McFadden closing even further. Meanwhile, for second, the 2X of Sanders has shown a nose down low to Sowald. Sowald trying to get down to close the door up. Justin Sanders had the foot wedged in there, couldn't pry it open all the way, and he'll settle for third still.
And Joel Myers Jr. takes advantage of that. He'll close right in on Justin Sanders, battling for the 3rd spot. Joel Myers Jr. now nearly side by side for 3rd in turn 2.
Coming after 3rd place on Sanders with slower traffic looming. Your leader makes his way in. Sanders makes the adjustment. He'll go to the bottom in turn number 4 to slow the roll of JMJ. It is up top, James McFadden. First piece of traffic is here at the halfway point of this A feature.
Meanwhile, Jason Sowald's closing in. He's got that lead down to nearly a second as Jesse Schlotfeld is slicing through the field in the 21 car, the high pointman up to 8th already, and right on the back bumper, DJ Netto in turns 1 and 2.
Yellow flag is out. We've got a slowing Rudine Racing 26 of Justin Peck.
Justin Peck was up into 12th from 23rd.
To a stop at the end of the front straightaway as things have gone.
And we are past halfway, so no guaranteed time in the work area.
Work area is going to be out back. That's
Correct.
due to time constraints tonight.
But at this point, 1 to go. The signal from the stand at Eric Coons. We're getting ready to go back to go.
James McFadden had just started picking his way into traffic. Took about 8 laps or so. So say about lap 24 is ballpark when he's going to get there again. Jason Sowald, Justin Sanders, Nick Petruzzi's favorite race car driver running in the 3rd spot.
Good night.
Green flag out. Sanders, another monster run up and around the top. Now let's watch Solwald play some defense in the bottom of 1. Sanders anticipated that, went to the top, coming off at turn number 2. Can he get him into 3? Sticks up top.
Tanner Holmes into the 4th spot there. Tanner Holmes on the move and closing in on Justin Sanders and Jason Solwald as they battle for 2nd. They're both keeping James McFadden well within striking distance.
Trey Starks is coming after him on this restart as well. Starks starting to move forward. He is up to Fisher's back. Fisher sitting in the 6th spot. Starks now 7. Schlattfeld 8 coming off the line to beat Maguski there. The action from 6 on back is incredible as Starks kind of forcing the issue down underneath the 26 of Fisher. Schlattfeld going to take advantage. He'll pick up that spot in the same corner.
Schlotty takes a spot, moves the 21 car up, knocked on the board, and Jason Solwald closing on your leader, James McFadden, with 10 to go.
Solwald, the veteran of Skagit Speedway, the 2015 Dirt Cup champion, has reeled in James McFadden. He's within 3 to 4 car lengths. McFadden going way up and around the top, and Jason Solwald, the master of the low groove at Skagit Speedway, really has the Shane Lorraine Motorsports car working well down there, almost to the point where he can show him a wheel out of 2.
Jason Solwald, one of 4 drivers in Skagit Speedway history to have a track championship in a Sportsman Sprint 360 and a 410. The 410 driver champion a year ago is nearly side by side with James McFadden. Now 2 car lengths back into turn number 3. Jason Solwald right on the back bumper in turn 3 and 4 with 7 to go.
McFadden may not know it. He is in imminent danger from Solwald here. Solwald has found the low side. That car straight as an arrow coming off at turn number 2. McFadden, does he make the adjustment? No, he carries the high side of 3 and 4. There's Solwald bidding for the lead.
Does McFadden come down and close the door? Yes, he does. Oh, we got one around in front of your leaders, nearly clipping the 21 of James McFadden. Yellow with 6 to go.
It's Gordon's 10X.
Wow, James McFadden had just come down to close the door to turn number 1, and right in front of him, 2 seconds after he goes to the bottom, a spun 10 of Dominic Gordon brings out the yellow with 6 to go. And
track getting some slicked over spots, but still a lot of speed left in it. As McFadden, for about the 2nd or 3rd time, getting a chance to lead to the restart zone. Jason Solwald is looking to pull the rabbit from the hat. Is he a magician tonight, or is it McFadden's night to W? He went 4 of the 5 on the way up, looking very similar to the last time where Solwald came through the middle of 3 and 4, goes to the bottom of 1 and 2, as McFadden kind of ran the middle, didn't get all that way away from him. Solwald back to the bottom, battle resumes here with 5 to go.
Solwald missed the bottom a little bit there in 3 and 4. That cost him, he got in trouble on the backstretch. Dominic Selzy, left rear destroyed on the Selzy Enterprises 41. Dominic Gordon and Tyler Thompson all involved. Heavy damage to the Whipple Supercharged Selzy Enterprises number 41. You can see the frustration of Dominic wanting a push. Get me to the work area.
Jesse Schlattfeld could be earning some big numbers here tonight.
Quick time, and he's driven it up to 7th so far.
And that's 2 points per position for Jesse moving forward. See if this
valuable points too to get past a guy like Trey Starks and such, where you look to the overall standings. Here we go, Caleb Hart.
5 to go. McFadden gonna go low once again. Once again, there is Solwald coming off the middle. Sanders seeing a whole lot of Tanner Holmes down low, trying to take it from him.
Tanner Holmes goes to the bottom. McFadden goes to the bottom. Last time we saw McFadden go to the high side. Justin Sanders now challenging for the 2nd spot. He'll go to the high side at 3 and 4.
Sanders with a much better restart this time. He's right on the tail of Jason Solwald. Solwald has lost some ground to McFadden. Battle for 2, and the 2X takes it going into the 3rd corner.
Justin Sanders now sets his sights on James McFadden with 3 laps remaining. Can he rope him in and give the Tarleton 21 a challenge for 10,000?
Oh, he has got some speed up at the top of the racetrack, trying to close in on him, and he makes big ground in the bottom of 3 and 4. 2 to go, and J-Mac in danger because Sanders coming.
Sanders is coming, and here comes Tanner Holmes on the high side trying to get onto the podium, but we're going to watch the battle for the lead. This time by, the white flag flies, 1 to go. Justin Sanders down to the inside. James McFadden on the high side with the lap to go.
McFadden gets down to the bottom to keep him from getting slid coming into the corner. Momentum up around the high side, down the back straightaway for the final time. Into 3, slams the door, off of 4. Sanders wins prelim night 2.
Wow, what a race at Skagit Speedway. Justin Sanders leads 1 lap, and it's the most important lap, the $10,000 lap.
Oh, Justin Sanders, James McFadden, and Tanner Holmes gets Solwald for third. Oh, did we just get some intrigue heading into tomorrow night or what? The almost unbeatable James McFadden found his kryptonite to his Superman tonight as Justin Sanders, green light is on. He wins it on the last lap at Skagit Speedway. If you are leaving us at this time, please take your blankets, seat cushions, etc. with you. You do not need to leave them in the facility in the overnight. If you do, we will take them out because we need to clean the facility. Please take your seat cushions, pads, and blankets with you on your way out tonight. Your reserved seat will be ready and waiting for you for tomorrow. Points will be posted as quickly as we can on SkagitSpeedway.com and our social medias to find out who our top 4 is going to be. Look at that. Justin Sanders took $82,000 out of here a couple of years ago, and that might be the momentum building win he needed. After running a whole lot of seconds over the course of the week up here, Aromas, California driver Justin Sanders to the W ahead of James McFadden and Tanner Holmes. Race fans, tonight, pits will be open. However, we are going to close the gates to the racetrack. Please do not make an attempt to come out and onto the speedway, as we need to get our track equipment on it as soon as we possibly can for the overnight hours. We greatly appreciate your assistance in this. Let's get our drivers to the podium. We need to get you guys up and through and celebrated. Eric List, we've seen some fun Dirt Cup prelims before. This one is going to go down as one of the all-time best. The battle up front was killer, and the guy who takes it all, Justin Sanders, coming up to you.
He can hear you now, race fans. Give him a round of applause. Justin Sanders gets it done here on night number 2 of the 53rd annual Jim Ray Memorial Super Dirt Cup. And man, you had to work for that one. What an interesting track. You started up high and then down low. You were able to slowly just pick into that lead of James McFadden and eventually get by.
You know, I just would get to him and then keep making mistakes and miss the bottom and just light the tires up, get too impatient. And then, you know, on that last restart, I told myself, I'm like, man, you know, I don't know if air melting it around the top is really the, you know, really the way to do it. But I was like, you know, I've been doing it all race and hadn't really moved down. So I just air melted it and got a good run on Solwald. And I think the bottom was going away really bad in 1 and 2. And I think Solwald caught James, you know, got him searching. And then when I think it slowed up just enough where I was just air melting around the top in 1 and 2. I was able to get by, and I just don't think James knew to move back up. So wow, I'm out of breath. I was driving that thing as hard as I could. I don't think I'm not gonna say I've never driven that hard, but I was pounding it in 1 and 2 as hard as I could do it.
It looked like a tricky cushion for sure. What did it take to get that drive off on either end?
Honestly, I got my wing back a little bit, tried to get back in the rear tires a little more, and just plug it with the right front, to be honest with you. And you know, for a while I'd mess up on 1 and 2 or 3 and 4. I'd get in a little too low and get kind of up and then miss it, and then really hard on the tires, you know, on exit. But I don't know, I just kind of put something together those last 5 laps and just like I said, just drove it as hard as I could. But again, got to thank Demo Mitchery for everything he does. It's awesome to be standing up here. We didn't get a Speed Week win all week. We were on the podium, but also to my guys and all the other teams that helped us after that heat race. The whole if you guys look at the frame rail on my car, it's completely toast. The whole upright of the right side of the car is pushed in about a foot, and we just kind of recentered it a little bit with the Jacob slider and just ran it. And honestly, it's not working too bad, to be honest with you. But I'm still kind of in awe that I was able to pull that off those last couple laps. Honestly, we just kind of came out of nowhere. But again, Demo Mitchery, all our sponsors, Yuba Sutter Aviation, Mitchery Construction. TJ Forge Wheels, North County Plastering, Yuba Sutter Aviation, High Performance Lubricants, FK Rod Ends, Walker Performance Filtration. I don't know. I'm saying stuff over and over. Smith Tie. I know there's probably a couple people that I'm missing, but I don't know. I'm just hard to think right now, and I'm a little bit out of breath. So,
Well, Justin Sanders gets it done. Night number 2, a dirt cup here at Skagit Speedway. James McFadden comes home in second. There you go, Wade.
Yeah, Sanders has given it to him as well. Please put your hands together, folks. Second place, James McFadden. One too many restarts.
Yeah, you kind of sit and duck there, not knowing really where to go. This track changes so much that I was kind of lost. I was starting to lose a lot of grip on exit of 2 there, and my guys told me to go to the bottom, and I just don't know. I don't know. I didn't feel as good there. I could kind of keep my momentum, but is what it is. From last night, flipping twice to running second is pretty decent. So we're heading in the right direction. I feel that was the best we've kind of been all weekend. So got a bit of a platform to work on. The boys have been working really hard. Obviously, really late night last night, and then early morning this morning. So to roll it in the box straight is a positive. So thanks for everyone to come out. Obviously, Tommy Tarleton, their whole family, Tarleton and Sons, for everything they do, and obviously, allowing us to crash a car twice and come back and redeem ourselves a little bit tonight.
You did a good job, mate. Like you said this morning, the way things started out, even your qualifying where you wanted.
No, we've struggled a little bit with that. So it's definitely feels like a different Skagit than I've kind of raced on in the last 5 years. So to get our head around it is been tough. Obviously with crashing as well, it doesn't give us as many laps. So yeah, I feel like we're in a step in the right direction for sure.
Tomorrow.
Will do.
James McFadden, everybody. And how about this guy down the end? What about some noise for Tanner Holmes, everyone?
A 10th to 3rd place run for Tanner Holmes, and really felt like that last restart is what made the difference for you.
Definitely, yeah, just all restarts. Like, I just really tried to go and form a game plan of where guys went. I just tried to go the opposite, and it just seemed like they'd either get jammed up down low or enough guys would try to go up high. I could just kind of, like I said, basically pick the opposite lane and just had so much positive forward momentum on those restarts. So my car felt really good. It's hard to accept these we had a 3rd and a 5th, but, we're coming from so far back. It's obviously difficult to be standing right there. So our job's complete as far as points-wise, but we're still really focused on tomorrow. And, man, I feel like, we got a really good shot. This is the best I've felt at Skagit Speedway so far.
Well, you were top 4 in points, I believe, second coming in tonight. Another really strong night tonight should put you up high in the points and for tomorrow. How are you feeling about going into Saturday?
Good. I feel like we had 2 really good race cars. I mean, we obviously showed we could pass cars, and we passed a lot of good ones. And it was nice just to actually get up front there those last couple laps, because that was my first chance all year, or not all year, all weekend, just to get to test my pace with Justin, with McFadden, as they were kind of moving different lanes. And I felt like actually I worked the bottom good. A couple guys behind me showed me that, and then I could even move back up and still make good speed. So I just want to thank my team, my family, everyone around me. I know the Bell family with Legacy Legacy Builder Supplies watching, Shane DeWald Trucking, Shane and Teresa, Orville Tax, JFE, QRC, Lens Machinery, Diamond Roofing Company, Sisters Meat and Smokehouse. We got a lot of great partners on our car, so just really great to have everyone on board, and glad we're going to be rolling off good for the Dirt Cup.
Well, Tanner Holmes started 10th, but he finishes 3rd here tonight at the Dirt Cup at Skagit Speedway.
Eric List, thank you very much. What a night. I will put these 2 nights of Dirt Cup up against anything and say, hey, can you top that? Incredible night of racing here tonight. Let's get you your official finish on that main event. As results coming up, click that button, and there we go. Your winner, Justin Sanders. Congratulations to him. James McFadden 2nd. Tanner Holmes is 3rd. Jason Solwald takes 4th. Joel Myers Jr. in 5th. Trey Starks is 6th. Shane Golubic up to 7th. Jesse Schlockfelt is 8th. Scott Pagusky 9th. And Landon Brooks in the 10th spot. DJ Netto was 11th. Eric Fisher 12th. Brent Marks 13th. Caden Steele 14th. Justin Youngquist in the 15th position. Colton Heath 16th. Robbie Price 17th. Cy Lynch 18th. Danny Sams the 3rd up to 19th. And 20th for Dominic Gordon, 21st for Dominic Selzy, 22nd for Tyler Thompson, 23rd for Justin Peck, and 24th for Max Mitri. Hard charger in the main event, Landon Brooks picked up 13 positions on his finish tonight, starting 23rd and coming home 10th. Congratulations to him. That will do it for night number 2 of the Jim Raper Memorial Dirt Cup. Want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in. Tomorrow night, we do it again. Gates open at 5. Racing at 7 o'clock. Opening ceremonies. You'll want to be here. We got some awesome things planned for the 7 o'clock start.